Good morning, everyone. This is another episode of Off Script with Shupe. I am your state representative for the 36th District, Brian Shupe. That includes areas of Milford, Lincoln, Ellendale, Milton, Slaughter Beach, and Prime Hook. Today, I want to talk about something that is very important for our community, and that is creating independent families. My family, my wife and I are both small business owners. I started my first small business when I was 26. I started Milford Live, which has since grown into a statewide business, Delaware Live. My wife started, when she was 28, started a business called Fur Baby Boutique at a little small boutique, 800 square feet on Walnut Street in downtown Milford, and has since grown into a 10,000 square foot facility known as Fur Baby Pet Resort that does grooming, boutique, grocery, overnight, and doggy daycare as well. We also have rehabilitated a building on the Mispillion River in downtown Milford, which became a third small business for us. And it has really opened our eyes as a small business family, first generation small business family. Both of my parents were teachers. Her parents worked on the railroad. And it has really opened our eyes as first generation small business owners to see what independence within your family, when you're not dependent on other people, really what it can do, not only for yourself, but how you can give back to your own community and strengthen the local community and the local community around you. And that's what I wanted to talk about today is how can we empower local families to not be dependent on the government, not be dependent on nonprofits, not be dependent on churches, not be dependent on others, but become independent factors within their own community. Now, all of those things can be very positive, whether it is a government service or a church or a nonprofit to help people. Those things can be great at giving people a hand up, allowing people help when they need it the most. But we don't want people in our community to stay there. We don't want them to be there for long periods of time. We want them to have those resources when they're needed and then be able to empower them to become those independent factors in the community themselves and start giving back to others that need it and to help others with a hand up as well. So as a state legislator, this has been something that has been on my mind. I have heard others say that we need help in workforce development, in vocational trades, and something that I have been passionate about. The first thing I want to talk about today is the FAST Act. It's funding for alternative skills training. It's something that Senator Brian Pettyjohn of Georgetown and myself have advocated for years. It is something that we have worked on. We have brought to committee. It has failed committee before, but finally this year it went through the Senate, passed the Senate, went through the House, passed the Senate, was signed into law by the governor. The FAST Act essentially gives opportunities for families to get scholarships for certificates when they're going into the trade industries. So we have focused on college ready for so long, and we have forgotten about all of these trades that support our local economies: electricians, plumbers, HVACs, auto mechanics, all of these trades that at the ground level make our communities run and that we need, that really allow for our community to prosper every single day. And the FAST Act allows individuals to get a scholarship up to $9,000 in order to go into these trade certificates to get an education through our Delaware universities and our Delaware colleges. Now, the wonderful part about this, as many of you can already tell, is that with this education, they have the ability to be independent. When they work for someone else, if that business the business owner happens to retire, or that business, God forbid, goes out of business, they still have those skills from that certificate and from that experience that they've had as a tradesperson to be able to move forward, to be able to maybe start their own business or work for someone else. And some of these individuals that work for larger companies also have a second business, a second source of income that they do on the weekends or at nights to be able to provide for their family. And that's what we want to see here in Delaware, is individuals that are given an opportunity to be able to become independent factors within their communities. That is so important. We don't want people being dependent for long stretches of a time on other people, on churches, on government services. Again, those are wonderful resources when they are needed, but we want them to become the people in our community that are then giving back to others that need it, and see that cycle continue. The second piece of legislation that we were able to get forward this year is a great piece of legislation. It is the Seed Plus program. The Seed program in Delaware is through Delaware Tech, and individuals who come out of high school with a C plus or better are able to go to Delaware Tech and start earning their associate's degree. They're able to continue their educational career, and as we know, with more education after high school, the chances of a job are better, and your skills continue to increase and continue to learn, and you continue to learn. So the Seed Plus program recognizes that there are people within our community that have been out of high school for quite some time, that have a desire to go back and get an education, or people that are working currently that want to get either a different type of job or want to accelerate within the career path that they are right now, but need more education. And the Seed Plus program allows them to be able to go back to Delaware Tech and receive an education through scholarships. It is a great way to empower the people within our communities to go back to school. Most of the students in Delaware Tech actually are of an older generation, and we want to see them continuing their education. We want to continue to see them building throughout their career and becoming more independent. The Seed Plus program and the FAST Act are wonderful ways to make sure that the people and the families within our communities are becoming independent factors and helping others. Looking forward to the discussion with you. Please leave your comments below. For me, when I make any decision, when I'm listening to you all, I always have the filter of how do we create people that are independent. We want to give equal opportunity. We're not giving equal outcomes, but giving people that equal opportunity of how can they better their lives, how can they better the lives of the people around them, and how can they help better our community together. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Off Script with Shupe. Leave your comments below, and you can also contact me at contact@brianshupe.com. Thank you.